Good afternoon, everybody. Kairos here again. We are doing Season 2, Week 2 of the We Like Dota League. And we're doing the Canadians against Death Soldiers. Pretty sure Death Soldiers had a pretty strong showing last week. Pretty sure they won. Canadians, I think this is the first time I've seen them play. It looks like they got looks like 2 stand-ins from what I can see so far. And 2 stand-ins for Death Soldiers as well. And these first bans, no real surprise there. I'm going to go ahead and skip forward just a little bit here. But banning out Bounty Hunter and Leshrac, extremely strong in all phases of the game. The track goal helping everybody out. Leshrac just being strong in just almost every sense of the word right now. And Storm Spirit and Gyro getting banned out on the other side. No surprise there. We'll move this up a little bit. So first off, Undying and then countered by Queen of Pain, Wind Ranger. Queen did get through. And most likely going mid. I have almost never seen an offlane Queen at this point in this meta, so Wendy's most likely could solo the offlane, so what Death might be picking at this point is the rest of their tri-lane. So Undying and Viper in a... that's possible mid right there. Undying almost definitely going the offlane, being able to solo, and so we're seeing counter picks to the mid and the offlane almost right away, so it's a little unusual. But getting PL and Drow banned out, I'm a little bit surprised at the Drow ban. Not the most popular hero in this current meta. Really relying on, a lot of heroes, particularly Queen of Pain, Spirit Breaker, a lot of heroes that are so popular right now are able to dive and get in and out and get on top of Drow. So she gets nullified pretty easily by a lot of heroes in this meta, like Bloodseeker, etc. By closing the distance quickly. So looks like the first stage in the tri-lane there. All chicks so far. Miss Maiden most likely going down to safe lane, and that's gonna help. That's gonna help co-op a lot in the middle for constant harass. Might give him the edge against Viper, because Viper is incredibly hard to lane against. That extra mana might give him the edge for spamming Shadow Strike and Scream to the point where it might actually force him out of the lane, or at least force him back and not give him the edge, the constant edge. We'll fast forward this a little bit more. The counter with the Doctor. So the first stage, yep, they're there. We might have a dual lane. We might see a jungling Sand King on Death Soldiers. But the Doctor is in. Most likely going to the safe lane. A bit more. And Wraith King, okay. Looks like a carry Wraith. I'm personally a fan of the support Wraith, but it's still pretty damn strong. Excuse me. Brought to you by Arby's. Wraith King getting banned, or Wraith King getting picked out. They've got their tank. They've got a decent amount of deep so far. Which is going to be able to get a Blink Dagger and move around and get in the perfect position to use his Death Ward is going to be up for debate. And finally, Anti-Mage getting banned out. They didn't want him playing any late game action against Queen and Maiden. Excuse me. And Dusa getting banned out on the side of the Canadians. And ooh, Lifestealer. I think this is one of the first Lifestealer matches we've seen in the entire league so far. So he's out. There's a tri-lane. Whether or not they're going to have a full-blown tri-lane is still up for debate. I'm still thinking a jungling Sand King. And with Dusa banned out, let's see, would Dusa counter these guys in any particular way? No, I guess that might be more up to preference than anything. PL getting banned out picked their ban almost 100% in this right now. Gyro and Storm, I believe, or Gyro and Lesh are pretty much 100% pick ban for the entire league so far. Currently dominating that meta. So we got Cheese Whiz, Faconi, Dragon K, Beakless Beaker. I think Beakless was on the Maiden last time. Did a pretty good job. Will Powered. I don't remember what he was on. I think Will Powered is on some kind of support. Against Sheiktel, Adomus, Ovias, and then Deathmaster and Civil Pirate standing in. And almost down to the end of the reserve time. And Necro Ooh, it's like Team Green. Witch Doctor, the odd man out here, being on Team Green. They could swap for Windy at the last second if they talk it out. So Sheikdal on the Viper, Deathmaster on the Witch Doctor. That's pretty appropriate. Although I guess maybe Undying on Deathmaster on the Undying would be the most appropriate. Civil Pirate is going to take the zombie, and then you got Ovius on the Wraith King and Adamus on the Necro. Could go a couple different ways. Most likely, either a Viper mid or a Necro mid is going to be up against this Quap. Almost no doubt about that. Cheese Whiz taking the Life Stealer. Coney on the Sand King, Dragon K on the Queen. Beakless again taking Crystal Maiden. Well powered on the Ranger. And here we go. Fortunately, we're not leading off with pauses. We got D wards, we got Sentry wards on 2 different Dark Death Soldiers right now. Moving to playing it safe. Everybody's kind of spreading out here. Oh, before I get started. Yeah, there we go. Make them bigger. So diving in, across the river, just trying to hold their ground, get the aura. No aura, first level Death Pulse. I'm thinking this is a Necromid if he's going for Death Pulse right away. Necrophos and Untying in the same area. That's pretty appropriate. And a little bit of standoff. Ovius getting down into the river, taking the first couple of hits, countering with a Shadow Strike on DK. Actually, no, it's just the poison. It's a poison touch from Mr. Viper. And okay, Team Death and Decay going down bottom. Canadians, the Death and Decay. Death and Decay. I'm sorry, I'm horrible. So okay, mid Viper versus the mid Quap, Dragon on the Quap. And it's a 2-1-2 across the board. You're gonna see a CM and you're gonna see Willpower and Beaker. We're gonna add it up here. Decent amount of disables. The Frostbite could set up an easy shackle shot for a good combo here, but the stuns on both sides. Everybody's got a stun. Okay, for level 1, I guess he was hoping for a yeah, he was really diving deep with that level 1 Tombstone, wanting to fight early on, really early. No surprise, taking the first two last hits of Sheikdal. Hopefully this the Arcane Aura will kick in a little, very soon, and hopefully D-Dragon will be able to spam spells more often. No bottle. I'm getting a shit ton of tangos. Guess he was ready for Viper, getting that extra sustain. That's not exactly a bad idea against, say, a Necro and a Viper, and just people who are just really strong in the lane. Getting extra tango is not a bad thing. Before the bottle. Decay's going to clip 2. Got 4 stacks right now, going almost 1,000 hit points at level 2. Pretty impressive. You're going to push back a little bit. And 1 level of the Heartstopper is going to push this lane out a little bit more. So this is not what I was expecting. No tri-lane on either side, but still very, very good defensive setup. Cheesewiz is not going to be in any danger whatsoever for a while. He'll be able to sustain himself through that aura with the feast on a regular basis. So that shouldn't be a problem. And casually warding. Runes are up. We got a haste rune bottom. Casually warding the pole camp is Mr. Pirate. He's taking a little bit of extra damage up top, but he's okay. Got the lifesteal. Okay. It's more for get one on the Dota. Not so much ready for Voodoo yet, but he could if he wants to. Good chance of going Maledict and being a little bit more aggressive with the stuns. But yeah, Willpower getting a lot of good harass in there, a lot of damage. Meanwhile, Zipple getting all the farm down bottom, surprisingly. So this is what I like about warding the pull camp after the first 30-second mark. You're gonna see the creep spawn. You're gonna get your pull in, and that's it. You're gonna get 1 pull, and that's it. And pretty much by the time you realize what's going, oh shit. Time you realize what's going on. Ooh, nice job pulling the side lane creeps right here. Nice off lane creep action, but yeah, really good job getting those creeps out of the way. Get an extra experience for him. And then, oh, one stun followed up by a cask. Bouncy, bouncy. Nope. Pretty much cut her in twain. Maxing the, or going for the Ray Fire Blast first. And that's first blood for A. So yeah, back to this thing. When you have this ward here, kind of surprised it took damage. I guess it disappeared. The creeps hit it and then it disappeared after the fade time or whatever. But yeah, you get your pull in, and the next thing you know, it's by the time you realize that okay, it's warded, a few minutes have already gone by, and you're pretty much getting, you know, by the time you get a sentry out and all that time delay, you pretty much get the full duration of that ward after the fact. If you ward it right away, there's a good chance of someone bringing out a sentry and doing a check. They did check for it. Oh. Open wound, tombstone's dropped. Falcone taking tons of damage from the death pulse, and the zombies are going to finish him off. Oh no! This is a true sight? No, it's just out of true sight range, but the decay will finish the job, and that's second blood for A. Decay? You got decayed. No, Sheikdal holding? No. Actually, Drag. Yeah, okay. Sheikdal's still winning. Got just as many denies, playing a little bit more defensively. A little more as many denies as he has last hits, and Dragon K pretty close behind. Beaker rotating to the middle. Might be Chico getting a little overextended. Frostbite gets him, but oh, here comes the Doctor from behind. The cast is gonna bounce. Will it hit Dragon 2? It's gonna get 2 bounces on Beaker, and it's twice. That's very unfortunate. Mixed with the double damage. Good timing for Deathmaster right there. And that's third blood for A. Early games where these guys are gonna shine. Mainly because of Undying. And it's going to taper off a lot more as Lifestealer picks up steam. And Wind Ranger. This is a whole lot of mid-game action here. Lifestealer is going to be a serious threat once, probably around the 15-20 minute mark if they let this keep going. Fortunately, he's got the Feast and the Open Wounds to keep him sustained, but that Heartstopper Roar is starting to take its toll. On the middle, Sheikdal getting... Both sides getting worn down quite a bit. Have a bottle on... Nope, just a bottle on Dragon. Sheikdal doesn't necessarily need it. He can go for a little more stats, a little more gank right away. Both sides can start rotating if they want, or Dragon just needs a couple more creeps, but all this extra denying from Sheikdal, all that last hit power is really starting to hurt. And that poison allows him to hit uphill and for pretty much full strength. Oh man. Equalist on the roam, going in with the frostbite, catches the zombie, retaliating with the tombstone, dropping right away. But diving in is Falcone. Dives a little too deep. Since you got zombies chasing him on the run, they're thinking about this. They're thinking this is a bad idea, and a decay is going to finish him off under the tower, but not after a whole bunch of tower hits and a frostbite's going to kill Adomus. Oh my God, Falcone's going to live. Nicely done. That death. Oh, now Cheese Whiz almost down to no health. He's trying to lifesteal as much as he can, but the decay is just too strong. He's got 4 stacks of decay. He's got over 1,000 hit points, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. They did get the carry for Death Soldiers. One of them anyway. And a haste rune. Haste rune. Willpower's going to get caught out. Cast bouncing off creeps and him. Fought all alone. There's tons of sustain here. Not going to get obvious because of the little bit of voodoo love. That's another kill. 5-1. Surprisingly, Silver Pirate is doing best on the last hits. A support Necro with very surprised to see that. Doing better than his own mid on the last hits. Pretty much holding his own. Oh wow, that poison touch just burning through Dragon K. Can he get the bottle off? Yes, he does. And an emergency one charge just to save his ass. He does have 7. He can rotate and start ganking, and he really needs to. It's going to start snowballing really heavily in A's favor. Undying just being so strong early game. You need so many people to take this guy down, and just if you can get enough disables before you can get his tombstone down, you're in great shape. But he's already level 6 at 7 minutes with in a dual lane. Pretty damn intimidating. These other Falcone and Cheese Whiz both level 4. They definitely need some help from Queen. Are they gonna get it? Which way's Dragon gonna go? Dragon K is rotating to the bottom. Here we go. Reinforcements arriving, but the trees did get knocked down. That might signal a little bit of a warning to him. Adomus trying to just put more aura, put more pressure on Cheese Whiz, trying to keep him low.
Radiant's middle tower
And holding back his dragon. He's going to wrap around the back side of the jungle, try to stay out of sight. He's going to catch. There they go. He's going to dive in. Civil Pirate might catch him. We're under nighttime, so vision is limited. We're about to get back to daytime, though. Dragon's still hiding behind those trees, doing a really good job of hiding. And there we go, driving in with the burrow strikes and catch Pirate. He has Golem and Tombstone down, but they're splitting their damage on Adomus and Civil. That's gonna allow. This is gonna buy more and more time here. But you got open wounds on Civil. He's gonna come in, but here comes Sheikto rotating in. Oh man, that's just too much split damage. Dragon now hit with zombies on him, giving him vision. Now there's two people with more health than him, and zombies chasing. He's gonna best chance to just blink to Rosh and deny. And he's going to bottle up, but oh, the zombies are still chasing him at full speed. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, now he's caught. Now he's caught between, oh Jesus, caught between a rock and a hard place. Now the Heartstopper and the tower pounding away. Blink just came back up, and he's dead. So that completely backfired. Now we're literally 4-to-1 kill ratio. Up top, Equalist getting up to level 4. Yeah, this is completely backfiring. All these rotations just mainly the split damage is what burned them that time. They both went for different targets, and burst damage is what really takes Undying out of play. You got to get him down quick because the golem, his flesh golem is you get him the flesh golem, he's just gonna stay there and keep doing more damage with the zombies. And here comes Civil rotating in. Beaker's caught, trapped against 3 and a tree, and now he goes down. Willpowered on the run back to the tower. And they are giving no fucks. They're moving in. Wraith King with his ult up. Nope. A little short on mana, actually. He's going to go ahead and withdraw. Get a little bit of a heal from the Doctor. Meanwhile, he's retired to the jungle, trying to get his ult as fast as he can. Fakoni just rotating alone. We've got a little bit more split experience going on, so that's going to help them out a little bit, as long as they don't get rotated on. We do have wards on the A side. They do see him standing right there. They see both of them, Dragon. But Adoma's getting caught out by the blink and the shadow strike. He's slowed down. Open wounds. He's getting torn down now. And a little bit of payback, but here comes Sheikto. Gonna get the Viper strike on Dragon, but he could just blink out if he wants to. Here comes Civil, taking advantage of that low health. And they are going to withdraw in time. Playing a little bit safer on that one. That's a smart play on Death Soldiers to just get out of there. Get their kill and leave. And that was a ganker and a carry, getting pretty much an even split on that. Looks like Dragon got the actual kill. No, Cheese Whiz got it. Okay, surprisingly he's not 6 yet, but Phase Boot's almost done, so he's gonna catch up a little bit. Level wise, how we doing? Unfortunately, Mr. Beaker being a victim of 3 different ganks, maybe 4. He is still level 4, 3 ganks, excuse me. So, Willpower getting surrounded here. Nope, coming around the trees is obvious. 1 stun, here comes a 2nd stun. And that Wraithfire Blast is a low cooldown. He's willing to burn his mana and burn that ult. Oh, Dragon, oh no, taking advantage of the fact that he has no mana. He burned his mana for the stun, he got greedy, and he's gonna go down. Didn't even get a chance to burn his ult. That backfired horribly. That's 2 down. Not only that, but the Doctor went down too. But unfortunately, in the jungle, that's going to cost him 2. That's a 2-for-2 trade because Adoma's Team Death is pretty much just dominating the jungle right now. Dropped everything they had. Did they get the Reaper Scythe off? Yep, they did.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Sheikto getting tons of farm in the mid. Mech is done. Mid tower down. Dragon K diving in with the Scream just to push him out. Get the creeps out of the way. Not able to finish the job right now. We are 5-11. Death Soldiers are catching up. They are regaining some momentum here. Mid game's really going to be interesting. There's so much mid game between Viper, a fairly decently fed Undying, Doctor getting a couple of kills, and Necro versus Windy. CM that's got buffed, unfortunately, still doesn't have his ult yet. Poor bastard. You got a Quap, a Sand King, and a Wind Ranger on that end. Lifestealer pretty much just needs to retire to the jungle. They're actually going to get 2 towers. Canadians going to get 2 towers. And they might have enough time to TP back for Willpower. They might cost him this tower. But, oh, big ol' fight brewing up bottom. They haven't taken the tower down yet. There's still 4 here. Beaker, oh, he's getting a little gone. Getting dangerously close. He's got boots, but only level 4 with 4 guys on top of him. And one of them are going to TP back. Death is going to buy enough time for reinforcements to save this tower for now. And rotating into the jungle. They've pretty much owned this jungle right now. Trying to get some D-ward action. Not going to get it. Oh man, Dragon's going to go down to the poison. Almost. So close. The lucky Pops just wanted to save himself. They are putting the pressure on. I'm going to get a little greedy though. Only 3 pushing this bottom tower, a little overextended. They don't have the vision that they had before. This could bite them in the ass really hard if they have scrolls and are ready to defend. Do they have scrolls? They have scrolls. They really need some scrolls. Only one's got scrolls, and that's Dragon, who's in the fountain right now. So we got 2 defending. Yeah, there it's against the... Okay, here comes Dragon. He's going to probably immediately blink in with a Sonic Wave. Oh no, he's playing a little bit safer. Here we go. Just content to push this back, hold their ground. And Cheese Whiz also here now. Phase Boot's done, working on that armlet now. Saving a really good saving grace of the armlet is that it requires very cheap items in the mid game to keep building it. So it's very hard to fall behind and keep dying before you get that expensive item. So it is very easy to build even if you die on a semi-regular basis. It's going to help him out a ton. 14 minutes, we have a this room top. The color versus the background on the mini-map, it always makes it the hardest to see. It's very appropriate, I guess. Let's see what everybody else sees right now. Radiant vision right here. They're seeing the push up top. They don't see who's in the secret shop right now, which is Sheikdol. And under the cover of night vision, he's able to hang out right behind this tower. Does not see Sheikdol. Holy shit, still does not see Sheikdol. This is horribly... Oh, now he sees it. Beakless being very grateful that he went through the woods and not straight in. Sheikdol just really waiting to just annihilate anybody who comes in for reinforcements. Willpower going to be the first one they see. Shackle Shot's going to catch one. Undying, just diving the fuck in. Did they pop Tombstone? I don't think so. Yeah, Tombstone is popped. Dragon, unfortunately, on the run, is going to get popped by another strike, but the Heartstopper is going to kill him. Oh, he does get Sonic Wave off first, and a Power Shot's going to finish the job. And now they're caught between 2 towers and getting pounded by the Death Ward. Death Ward just annihilates a Cheese, but he still survives. They got 3. Sheikdol on the run. Nice job. It was 1 for 3 right there. Good defense, and they actually do save their tower. The catapult's going to put it in deny range in a second here. There it goes. They will probably deny it as soon as this is over. The big thing of Cheese was actually surviving that fight and getting extra farm, getting Gloves of Haste and more gold. So he's able to get his helmet in a few minutes. By the time he gets healed up, he can get his helmet. He just needs a recipe. He'll probably head to the jungle with his recipe and just pick up the jungle in a bit. And that top tower is denied. That's all 3 tier 1 towers for Death Soldiers, with all 3 tier 1 towers for A up. So the positional map control advantage definitely on the Canadian side. Definitely doing well on that. Adon was just missing a rune that respawned at the 16-minute mark. One thing you'll see at the, this is a casual league. One thing that you will see, one of the things that a lot of players need to work on in this league, as you guys could say, is just keeping one eye on the clock. It's a common thing, all across the board. Not just so much. I'm not just nitpicking on Adomus right now. Adamus. Please let me know in the comments how to pronounce that. Appreciate it. And jockeying for position in the mid. Dragon going in, getting harassed, but he's got to sustain. Going straight for the gank Sonic Wave. He's halfway done, a little more than halfway done with his Aghanim's. Got 1250 to go on a gold count there, and Death moving in, catching Maledict, putting Maledict on Beaker, but Beaker's going to hold his ground. Finally has his ult, but he's going to go and get up on that high ground. Can he? He's going to survive. Tombstone dropped on the high ground. They're going to surrender the high ground, and the Scythe they're just completely withdrawing on this one. Scythe is going to finish off Beaker, so unfortunately that's another 30 seconds. At level 6, you only have a 24-second respawn time, but adding 30 seconds to that is just painful. Ouch. Really jockeying here. The Tombstone giving a little vision. They're waiting for the Tombstone to go down before they even show themselves up. But yeah, the zombies spawning within range is going to give them away. And the fact that they know there's wards here. think they took out the. I think Beaker got the. Whoa, shit! Beaker got the observer. Wow, did you just solo? Nicely done. Shackling him against the trees, and I guess with the Shadow Blade burned and all that, he didn't have the mana. No mana for the respawn, I wager. I highly doubt a Wind Ranger can kill a Wraith King twice without any actual mistake. Sheikdal getting a little too greedy, pushing that flame up, and a Burrow Strike with the Infest gonna hit him, but Mech's gonna tank him up. Fakoni getting turned around against the yet another Tombstone being dropped. So that's unfortunately Cheesewiz is gonna have to gonna head back on the run. Only needs 100 gold or so for his armlet, and that'll give him some more options. But he's definitely behind in the level department here. He's towards the bottom. He's in the bottom half. One team fight, just sticking around for a couple team fights would give him what he needs. But yeah, knowing that they are aggressively, knowing that A is doing a good job of keeping this map control and trying to keep him out of the jungle, trying to claim this jungle for themselves as much as possible, and it's really hurting Cheese's farm. It did allow an opening for Willpower to gank the Wraith King who was farming alone. So that did work out. It did work out for Death Soldiers, but it still cost him 1 for 1. Okay, Armlet now done. Getting some more wards. Pony's got a half a pack of each. Pushing, just pulling those creeps back behind that tier 2 tower. They're doing a really good job of tower defense. They give Death Soldiers a good job. They know when to commit to a tower. Sheikdal is showing himself. Everybody else trying to hide. They don't see this. Cheesewiz trying to wrap around, but he's got a long way to go. He's rethinking his position here. He could go out front and tank with the Rage, pop his armlet, and unfortunately he would probably die, but it's going to cost him. Here we go. Diving in, they're going for the tower. Tombstone drop behind it. They're going to have to give up the high ground, and that's pretty much going to give him the tower. Yep, that's going to give him the tower, but it is going to keep him from getting ganked here. Meanwhile, they're going to trade towers literally almost at the exact same moment. At the exact same moment, both tier 1 safe lane towers are dead. That was kind of cool. Usually, and Willpower doing a good job with the split push. Almost got his Aghanims too. About 2/3 of the way to his Aghanims. And a little bit of a reset across the board. What we're doing here. Yeah, no one's holding a hellacious lead. The extra lead is starting to taper off from the split push action from Death Soldiers is working in their favor. The extra gank they got on Wraith King. Extra gank they got on Ovius. He's been off the radar for a little bit here, mainly because of the free farming he's been doing. But he's starting to pick up steam. His Midas is done, Shadow Blade. He's got a ganky build, but he's not ganking with it. Bit peculiar considering he's got a whole team that's also being very aggressive, but they decided, hey, we're just gonna go ahead and let you farm, buddy. Take it from here. The tier 1 mid still standing on A's side, and that's incredibly good for position, and still in good health too. That's gonna help him out a lot more. Being past the 20-minute mark with a tier 1 mid up is a really good positional advantage. Part of me really wants to win this Funsies tournament, but my commentating is, just giving more perspective to everybody. Not that I'm good at what I'm talking about. I'm definitely not, but giving more people more perspective on everything is really opening up. I'm seeing some really good comebacks so far. From week 1 to week 2, some really decent turnarounds. Like Matilla did. Unfortunately, they got rocked by Boner Soup, and they completely turned it around next game this week. Yeah, both teams definitely learning a lot. Watching these vids, shameless self-promotion, not just me, Bunny. We have like over a half dozen casters now, and more people stepping up. Like this one was first commentated by Tugs McBoat, and I'm going to be doing some co-commentary with several of these guys later. Ooh, pushing up top. They want that tier 1 down. Master going to go ahead and retire. Oh, that's already gone. Excuse me. Yeah, really opening people's minds to different perspectives, different drafts, and everything. This league's going to be coming. The players in this league are going to improve a lot faster because we have so much coverage. I really like that. For me, I'm just spending so much time in the armchair general spot, being able to theory craft like crazy, just watching all these matches. And poor Roche finally gets some attention. He's going to go down. It's going to go to most likely Ovius. No. Probably Sheikdol. Not dropping anything. Maybe a Domus. Adamus. Sidomus. Okay. They're going to give 3 lives to Sil. They're definitely going to push now. 3 lives on a Wraith King. Definitely going to do something with that. We got 1 ward on each side here. They're both about to go down. Defensive wards on both sides of the river. I mean, some people have disdain for still rune warding into the mid game, but honestly, these are serious choke points with a lot of traffic going through it. Being able to see that's still incredibly useful. You only have so many wards. You have to put them in places where they get a lot of traffic, and you can get more information that way. And Jaysus starting to pick up steam. Armlet done. What's he gonna do next? Really sure. You could do a BKB to get a lot of these stuns out of the way. A BKB with, chained with rage would pretty much make him immune to almost all the magics, except for I think a lot of this is like the aura, the scythe that pierces magic. Yeah, a lot of this. Okay, BKB would not be as useful as I think it is in this match. It would pretty much shut Witch Doctor down, but yeah, I don't. Okay, now that I think about it, I probably won't see more than 1 BKB on both teams altogether. Civil Undying now with Blade Mail and a lifesteal for his zombies and his whole team. The team fight just category just ramped up for Pirate with that acquisition. And Mr. Beaker working on a Glimmer Cape. That's going to help him a ton with survival. Okay, he's going to go for either probably an MKB or something, or a Skull Basher. Diving in. Willpower gets caught out. Oh, all 5 of them diving on him, dropping everything they have. The Nether's the Reaper's going to finish him off, and the Death Ward just mowing down this whole team. Only survivor's Dragon, and he's running from zombies like crazy. That Death Ward was just a lawnmower in addition to everything else. They just fucking, I hate to say came in like a wrecking ball, but god damn it, they kind of did. But they just barreled down the middle and just caught him completely off guard. It's a maneuver they haven't really done the entire match, so it completely caught him by surprise. Could get it. Yeah, there you go. That defensive Sonic Wave. His buddies will be up by the time that is ready to go again. Just putting some more damage on him. Careful, he's getting a little close. Oh boy. Shadowblade, now he's revealed. Or Silver Edge now. That's gonna take out the life, the feast advantage. It's gonna take out Windroad for a few. Actually, no, that's not a toggle ability. Yeah, this is 25 minutes. They might lose these mid racks. They're just waiting for the tower to drop. Really trying to buy more time for Willpower to get in here, but it might cost them the racks. Tombstone dropping down. Fresh Tombstone just in front of the towers, and unfortunately, Jaconi's going to get caught. Initiate on. There's so many stones on this team, and that's pretty much going to cost him these racks right here. If he's got another Sonic, Dragon's got another Sonic Wave up. Beaker has only had a chance to do 1 ult this entire game, and there goes the racks. They did get the Tombstone down. Well, Creep's pushing up that bottom lane. They're pinging. They just want to get it out of there. Just giving them and that gives them a position to rotate down bottom, and they will. Dragon, Sonic Wave still up, but getting pushed out by the poison. It's just a little too much right now. He's unfortunately just underfarmed. No Basher in sight yet. He's gonna pop Rage, move in, open wounds, and finally the Freezing Field's gonna catch. Life number 1 for Ovius. Soul Pirate going down. Oh no! Jesus! The Blade Mail almost killed him straight out. Life number 2 for Ovius. He's gonna go down against the focus fire, but they are starting to hold their ground. A is down to Adonis is down, and Ovius is down to his last life. Deathmaster getting pounded by the tower, and he's gonna die to the tower. That's a bit silly. Oh Jesus! Yeah, they kind of messed that one up, but they did overpower. They did manage to overpower, and Willpower the only survivor of that fight, and that's gonna be 2 sets of racks in a single push. However, they are pretty much they use everything they had. Viper Strike's gonna be up soon. Too many stuns. Too many stuns. And down goes the second set of racks. Not a whole lot. I mean, he could Glimmer Cape his way in from maybe about here, maybe about there, and pop his ult. But no, Sheikdol. Can they get the stun? Nope, they don't. No, Frostbite. No, it just missed. They did save the range racks, but that's just a matter of time before that goes down. And the catapult just pounding away on it. It might go down. That catapult, guys. Holy shit. 2 more hits. There's one. Ah! Sweet Jesus. Sweet Jesus. And Roche will be back up in 5 minutes. 5 minutes to Roche. 5 minutes to Roche. Dr. Roshan. Dr. Roshan. And now a Monkey King bar almost done. It's going to take out the Wind Run. And this Wraith King's going bonkers farm now. Oh boy. Yeah. Massive level advantage. Massive advantage here. It's pretty much, yeah. This is really not telling the whole tale here. It's only a 10,000 game, but down a lane and a half of racks at this point is just harsh. And it's going to make it even harder to come back. They still got plenty of options. A smoke gank catching them out on the next Roche is an option. I almost immediately default to a smoke gank because it's just, you know, you can. They have the vision. They are getting more vision out. This ward's got a minute and a half left on it. Yeah, they're severely lacking in the vision department. Map control completely dominated by the Canadians. And there we go with the smoke right there. At this point, what do you got to lose? Calling for everybody to gather round the high ground.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Putting a little pressure. Willpower managed to get a little bit of pressure on that middle tower, trying to draw them in to a potential smoke gank. So maybe not all of them will condense. You know, it doesn't. That was just a harass. It didn't require. But oh, they picked off Necro. Oh shit! 1v1. So it was a 2-on-1. First one to go down was Adomus, and then Deathmaster just pretty much cleaned up on Dragon after that 2-on-1. A Aghanim's Death Ward, even at level 2, is pretty much like having a level 3 by the off the bat. Not as much damage, but yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it is, isn't it? Even stronger than a level 3. And just tearing away. I mean, even Undying is one of the least efficient farmers in the game, but he's still managing. He's got a pipe now. That's going to negate so much magic damage from Fakoni and Beaker. Hell, even Sonic Wave. Well, Sonic Pure, but the Scream's going to get reduced a lot. Shadow Strike's going to get reduced. Like half their team just got. It takes out easily. Ooh, shit! Smoke gank. All 5 going for it. They're going to rotate down in the jungle. Hopefully catch Mr. Cheese Whiz. Catch Mr. Whiz. Leading the charge. Going to be the Zombie King. Civil diving in, just looking for a place to drop that tombstone. And this is under night too, so the vision is reduced. They're going to catch Fakoni out. Dropping the stone. Giving no fucks. They're also going to catch... they caught... Willpower out in the lane, out even further out. Cheese Whiz trying to help them out, but nope. Here comes their whole team barreling down. That's pretty much game right there. They can just throw it, no problem. Finish off that Rex. Nope. Creeps will do that. That's pretty much GG right there. I mean, they got one more chance. No buyback from Willpower. It's going to be a 4-5 at best. And at best, they will lose both of these towers before Cheese can even respawn. Defensive. Sonic Wave, but it's going to get immediately negated by the mech. And they've got plenty of heals. They've got the Soul Rip, they've got the Pulse Nova. So much sustain on this team for pushing. Fortunately, a beautiful effigy going down, and that's game right there. Pretty much going to have to call GG. There's nothing they can do. Here comes Cheese. This is their last chance right here. They won't even have willpower for this fight, thanks to the Scythe. Nope, that is game right there. Let this go without a fight. GG called just before it drops. A little semblance of sportsmanship there. And the Canadians, pretty much dominating this entire game, are going to take the second week for We Like Dota League Season 2. Nicely done. Great map control. And pretty much just solid performance all around by the Canadians. Nicely done. Let's see, I got a couple more matches to cast tonight. And Roshan will be up soon. That's good to know. That's about it. On to the next match.